Hey everybody, this is Dirty Souf Yankee. We are on location at Art to Ink in Harlem, New York. We're about to go inside and check my man Naeem. Just do it. You know we in New York. Shit gets crazy out here, you heard? Come through. What's good, guys? This is Dirty Souf Yankee here on behalf of True Exclusives. We are at Art to Ink in Harlem, New York. I am joined by the illustrious Naeem, a.k.a. Seuss.
What up?
What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Can't call it. I might spoil it.
So, we know Naeem from the infamous Black Ink crew. You guys are no longer on the show, am I correct?
Well, I'm still a cast member, but the majority of us working here right now aren't on the show now.
So, how was your experience on the show from what we've seen thus far? How did you feel about it?
I don't really have mixed feelings. Like, it was all new to me, so it was dope to try and do it for the first time and get that experience of what people feel behind the camera and like the whole like I don't know, just image that people have, an idea what they have of what being on TV feels like and how it's supposed to feel like. To me, it's like another job. You know, it's like I go here, I work, and then I go somewhere else, I work. But the only difference is I got people bringing me food, and I got a stylist dressing me, and I got to wear the same outfit for this one scene. That's the only difference. But I mean, I liked it, honestly.
What was the biggest adjustment when you first started on the show, like in real life?
I'd have to say like all the secrecy. Like I gotta like not expose too many things about the show, to certain people. Like if you're a cast member, I could tell you everything. But if you're not on TV, you don't know nothing about it. If you're just like a regular a viewer, I basically gotta be closed lips and no spoiler alerts, which is it's understandable because you don't want to like overdo it and give too much information about the show. People want to have that anticipation for it. So that probably was like the hardest thing, was just like not being able to brag and tell my friends about it. Like, yo, today we did this and blah, 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 blah. And I guess that was probably the only downside about that.
Because I feel like a lot of times, too, we always want to post to social media in real time. So, like, when things are happening or they're, like, big events in life and you kind of got to shut up because...
So, I have to basically, like, front. Like, I took these pictures weeks ago. You feel me? Like, but today, we're doing that one scene, so I got to post this picture on the social media and all this other stuff. And it's kind of like seeing how people react to whatever you give them. So it's like, it's kind of dope knowing that you can control the masses by just holding back certain information and releasing it when you want to.
Well, since then, what have you been up to? Like, what are you working on? What do you have going on here at Art to Ink? Like, what's going on with you?
During the show, I started a couple projects like art-wise, and I got like a mural for Dipset, Cameron, and all that. If you ever on 110th and 1st, you will see a big mural of a dude named Bloodshed. And from there, I just been getting all kind of commissions from the government, random. Like,
you was talking to Obama or Trump?
Nah, not even. It was the U.S. Army. 2 soldiers had passed away like in a car accident. So they was like kind of hurt by that, and they wanted a piece to like remember them. So portraits and like doing faces and all that stuff is like kind of my thing. So they just kind of commissioned me through Sassy, and from there it's just like it was a good thing for me because I got to be under all that pressure around all these dudes with M4s and pistols and all that shit, and the paint and be in my zone at the same time. It was kind of dope. And from there, I just been painting and drawing, and just to, I don't know, just become a better me, you know? Instead of being a regular tattoo artist, I want to step myself away from it, all of them, be unique, and do the best I can.
I feel like this is a generic question, but we're going to ask it anyway. What's the craziest tattoo story, or the craziest tattoo you've done, or the craziest thing that's happened while you were doing a tattoo?
All right. The only thing that I could think of every time somebody asks me this is just like, it was like 4 years ago, and it was this woman. She came in. She was like, I want to get a tattoo, blah, 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 blah. But she's explaining to me that she don't pay for tats, blah, blah, and this other stuff. She can like promote me and get other people to come. I'm like,
the swindle.
pay me in exposure points. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I'm not from here, so the more people I tattoo, it doesn't matter if it's for free or not. Somebody will somebody will come spend that bag. So I was like, she looks like she knows a lot of dudes. She got that face, she got cleavage out, she really bubbly and all this shit. So if people see her work, they're gonna be like, yo, who did your tats? And she got no choice but to say me. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. So I'm tattooing her on her arm at that. No, I tattooed her twice. The second time I tattooed her, it was on her thigh. She got like some big Nefertiti or Cleopatra or something like that. And the whole time I'm tattooing her, she's like soft moaning until I like get to like the color and all that stuff. Then she's like, "Can I get some A&D?" I'm like, "A&D? Like for what? Like what do you need A&D for?" She's like, I need to play with myself to distract my shit." I'm like, "Word." They already in here thinking I'm fucking because you sound crazy. Because like, where we was at, it wasn't like an open format like here. It was like basically prison style. Like everything was blocked off. You had your own door. It was just super private, and you could hear everything though. So she's like moaning and moaning and moaning. So I'm like, here, just take the A&D. If you got, that's what you need to do to get done with this. But as long as you get done with this as soon as possible, because.
But not even lotion. It was like not like coconut oil. It was A&D.
It's not like I don't like women or nothing. It's like a big distraction while I'm trying to focus and tattoo. Like all I can think about, like, damn, I wonder how that boxed it. Oh, she probably got crazy head, but I can't do that. I gotta be professional. And she's like teasing me and testing me. I'm like, nah, this ain't cool. This ain't cool. Because when I leave, they're gonna be like, so you was in there, you wasn't tatting. I know you wasn't tatting. And still to this day, they still believe that I didn't do it. I'm like, yo, y'all don't see the work on her, bro? Like, I got wild tats on her, and y'all still think I hit. But it's cool. Like, you know, people all develop their own opinions on situations and stuff like that. From which I learned from TV, like, the facts could be the facts. But whatever everybody else, the community, the group, decides what it is, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? And you just got to run with it.
So did you start off like painting and shit like that and then work your way into, or like what made you decide to start dealing with skin?
It's kind of, all right, so I started drawing when I was like 3-4 years old. Walked in on my parents and like kind of never forgot that shit still to this day. And I drew it, like 2 square boxes, the circles of eyes, and like taco meat for my dad. And ever since then, I've been kind of traumatized. And I think the first time I actually put some art on somebody's skin was the 4th grade. I was like, I was heavy into lowriders, and in those magazines they had a lot of tattoo art, and like it'd be like art of the week, and it'd be like a whole bunch of different type of Chicano art and like that soft shade and really smooth portraits and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, I want to do stuff like that. So all the kids, I seen them like always playing on their skin with like erasers and shit like that. So I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you know, I'm doing a tattoo, an eraser tattoo. I'm like, word, you can do that? So ever since then, I was just putting wild eraser tats on until their parents came. Like, yo, you gotta stop doing this shit to my kid.
What are you doing to my son?
To my kid, I'm like, I'm doing eraser tats. It's not, you know, it's gonna go away. It's just like a scar or whatever. So
it's like almost like little rug burny type tats with an eraser?
Like a rub burn, but like for a tattoo, I guess. I still had mine until I covered it up after a while. And I don't know, I kind of bounced around on different type of art planes from there, like from sculpting to like photography to even designing clothes to like car design. And I just kind of went to tattooing because it's like something of all those fields. It's not just one. Like you can take a sculpture and edit it into an image, a photography image, and then transfer that into a tattoo. So all these things that I've been learning over the years kind of like helped out my career later on.
So are you completely self-taught?
I'm not gonna lie and say that I didn't have teachers.
But like you didn't go to like school?
No, I didn't go to a school where they have classes where they teach art. I've always wanted to, because I was a show-off, and that was like where I excelled at. So if I was in the class, I was gonna be that smart-ass kid, not number 3 or number 4, but I could be at the top, and I just wasn't provided that opportunity. So I just took it for what it was and just shined in class and whatever I could, you know. That's kind of my attention grabber. It's my art, you know. If you don't know me, you gotta know my art. And I don't really have to speak too much because it says a lot for me, you know.
So wait a minute, you're from Detroit? Is that Detroit? Okay, because you was talking about Chicanos and lowriders. I was like, wait a minute, did I get it wrong? You from West Coast? You from Detroit?
So in Detroit, people would have their idea of what Detroit is, but it's very segregated. You got your area of where all the Arabs, the Ox, the Islamic community. Then you got your Mexican Chicano community in southwest Detroit. You got all your niggas everywhere else. But when you do go to, like, say for if it's Cinco de Mayo, you go to Southwest Detroit and you get exactly what LA feels like. Like on Sunday, they take their lowriders out and they ride their lowriders on fours.
That's dope.
Switches, and you get to feel like, and that's why people ask me like, "Yo, where you from? You sound like you from LA?" Like, nah, it's just I'm from Detroit, but we got so many different cultures where I'm from. I have no choice but to sound like everything.
Just tell them bitches I'm cultured. Guys, I think that about wraps it up. I hope you guys got to know him a little bit better. Art to Ink, come on down, get tattooed. Tell them where to find you.
You can find me on 7th Ave and 135th at Art to Ink. I'm here every day, and we are happy to provide a great tattoo experience for you, and hopefully your family and friends too.
I can vouch. He's tattooed me. He's dope. Tell him your social.
My social security card is 361. Oh, you said social?
Social media. You can tell it to me later, but no, social media.
All right, social media is Naeem Just Do It. That's Naeem. Just Do It like Nike.
And we're signing off. You can't get fresh until you get dirty.